Woo! Oh boy. First of all, it is glad to be. Wow. Words. I forget how to speak. Look at that. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Trevor, obviously. Thank you for being so patient over the last couple weeks while I have been recovering from my sickness that I have had, but I am feeling much better. Obviously, up and able to record. And actually, it's been a good thing because got this little bad boy in the mail. There it is. Oh, yeah. The Rose Bowl Games Championship hat that I will wear proudly on my head for this one, as we are finally reviewing Penn State's 35-21 win over the Utah Utes in the Rose Bowl game. Penn State bringing home the Rose Bowl trophy. And wow, what a game, what a game! Now, it's obviously been a while. January 2nd is when this game happened. And it's obviously been a couple weeks, so I actually had to watch the highlights and refresh myself on a couple things. And man, I'll tell you, this was a going out party for a lot of Penn State guys. But I mean, most importantly, Sean Clifford just going out with a bang. His 6 years at Penn State are finally over, and boy, if there was a game for him to go out on, I have to tip my cap. It's obviously been a rocky relationship with Sean Clifford, the Penn State fans, this everything, and wow, for him to have the game that he did, 16 for 21, 279 yards, 2 TDs, his longest an 88-yard touchdown, longest in Rose Bowl games history. I mean, just, dude, I gotta say thank you. Sean, it's obvious. I know you're never gonna see this, but dude, thank you. Thank you for all you did for this great university, your 6 years here, and go enjoy the next step of your, whether it's football, I don't know, I probably isn't gonna be taken by a team. If it is, it'll be as a backup, probably practice squad, whatever, or if it's something else than football entirely. Thank you very much, Sean Clifford, as we move into the Drew Allaire era. But more importantly, though, the Penn State running backs, once again, having themselves a game. Nick Singleton, 7 carries for 120 yards. Katron Allen, 11 carries for 38 yards. It's just, this running back duo is, it's gonna be the vocal point, I think, for years to come. And at least next year. Obviously, who knows what the junior year will bring. I hope they stay at least another 2 years, at least one of, if not both. But we could be looking at here the best running back duo in the Big Ten with Singleton and Allen. So, great game by those two. Mitchell Tinsley, Keandre Lambert-Smith, Katron Allen in the passing game, Harrison Wallace III, Theo Johnson, Tyler Warren, just to name a few on the receiving end. And I gotta say, Utah, it was a close game early. It was 14-14 before Penn State pretty much blew the game wide open. But, I mean, I said it going in. Utah had more pressure in this game to win than Penn State. Penn State coming in loose, I think. And Utah had more expectations with them at the time. And just to lose Cameron Rising like that, absolutely disappointing. And I can even say that as a Penn State fan, because it was a great game up until that point. Very close, very competitive, both defenses fighting. It was 14-14 at the half. And then Cameron Rising once again goes down, and it was just the Manny Diaz's defense did not let off, is a fair assumption to say. And Rising finishing the game 8 for 21, 95 yards, a touchdown. But then Bryson Barnes comes in 10 for 19, 112, throws a TD, but sacked 4 times. So the Penn State defense definitely getting the better of them. And I am surprised that the Penn State offense played as well as they did against that tough Utah defense. But man, Utah got a sure sounding of what a Big Ten defense is like. Ooh, oh boy. So Penn State, Utah had more first downs at the end of the game, 23-15. Utah had more rushing yards, 184 to 169. Penn State, the more passing yards, 279, 207. Total offensive yards, Penn State 448, Utah 391. Penn State had 5 punts on the day. Utah also had 5, so they were even there. Yada, 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 all that. And the Penn State defense, Jair Brown, Curtis Jacobs, P.J. Mustafa. Oh, where is he? Abdul Carter one. He's going to be a defensive guy. All these guys for Penn State, they just had a great, great game. You got guys that are coming back, obviously. Some guys moving on. Just overall, it was a great game, a great day to be a Penn State fan, and now begs the question moving forward, what is this team's potential? And it's going to be a new era, obviously. Drew Allaire finally coming in, which, is actually kind of a good thing. Nice to get some fresh blood in there, finally, after all these years, seeing what someone other than Sean Clifford can be at the quarterback position. So we'll see what happens there. Obviously, you got the running back duo, Singleton and Allen, who will emerge as the new number 1 wide receiver. I don't want to speculate right now because it's transfer season. Still some recruiting stuff being organized, so we'll have to wait and see. I guess our best first look will be the blue-white game, which has been announced for April 15th at 2 p.m. at Beaver Stadium. The final hurrah of spring ball. So that date is already set. And then looking ahead, the 2023 schedule for the Nittany Lions, opening up against West Virginia at Beaver Stadium, then Delaware, and then at Illinois to start Big Ten play. So once again, for another year, Penn State starting the road on their Big Ten schedule. They got to figure that out, and hopefully they can. Because, come on, we got to get a home game at some point, right? To kick off Big Ten scheduling, right? Maybe? Just me? Whatever. At Illinois versus Iowa, at Northwestern, and then UMass late to finish off non-conference play. Then it really begins, at Ohio State, home to Indiana, at Maryland, home against Michigan, home against Rutgers, at Michigan State. So now, this team finished 11-2 this year. Nobody expected them to. I didn't expect them to. I thought they were going to get 8 wins max. I thought this would be one of those transition years, but you finished 11-2. Now you have some expectations. Are you once again going to have another double-digit win season? Can you finally beat one of, I don't want to say both, Ohio State and Michigan? You got to try and at least beat one of them next season, just to even possibly get a taste of possibly winning the Big Ten East. But I guess we'll have to see what happens. But there we go. Just a short recap of what was the Rose Bowl game. Penn State getting a big win over Utah, which definitely helps with recruiting, transfers, all that good stuff. And a great way to cap off a fantastic year for Penn State football. So that's going to do it. For that, we will deal with Penn State once again come September. It has been an honor this year covering Penn State, so that's going to do it for this one. Thank you all for watching, of course. My name is Trevor, and I will see you for the next one. We are